Welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, then welcome to the channel. I know, I haven't been doing much in the way of video content lately, but one of the main reasons for that is Tracy's still off work ill. They're not getting to the bottom of that very quickly at all. And she's not really up for being on camera or anything like that. Understandable, she's in a lot of pain and not feeling very good. But I've got a little while because she's just nipped out to get some fresh air and get some more painkillers. So I can talk to you guys. I saw the protest in Morcombe went pretty well. I think there was like 48 vans, I think. I did watch a couple of the videos that people have put up. Lots of beeping of horns, which kind of gave me a headache. But no, it looked pretty good. And from what people have told me, they got to talk to a counsellor which listened to the argument, if you like, or what they're trying to put forward. It isn't just for Morcombe though. This is affecting the whole country. And I'm going to elaborate a little bit on it. It's trying to come up with a solution that fits everybody. So it's trying to come up with a solution that, rather than just banning this and you can't park there, you can't park here, and restrictions here and fines there, there's a lot of people doing van life, and I know there's mixed opinions about it, and I'll talk about that in a minute. Some of the comments I get are horrendous, and some of the things I read are horrendous as well. But it's trying to come up with something that will suit everybody. It will never suit everybody, but you know what I mean? That's a decent compromise. One of those things is putting facilities in, like they do abroad, like airs and stuff. And obviously appreciate it costs money, right? It costs money to put these things in, but if you charge a small amount, and it has to be a realistic amount, and from what I took from Rhodes Holmes' video when I watched a bit of that, I suggest you go to his channel, link in the description. He's the one that organised it all, brilliant. They were saying, this council was saying, yeah, they could look at doing something like that and charging a small amount, but and he did say that these facilities should not be used to make a profit. So if whatever you're paying is paying for the upkeep of those facilities, bang on, right? No one's got a problem with that, you know. And what I mean by facilities is like toilet waste, maybe get some fresh water, that kind of thing, and some bins. You know, I mean, it's not a lot. But my thing, like, this is what I've been noticing lately, you know, as all this is going on. People's perception of people that live in vans, and I think there needs to be a bit of education going on here. And I don't know how we do this, other than doing these videos. People think, not everybody, but some people think that because you live in a van, or a motorhome or a camper van, you know, parks up near where they live, or whatever like that, they instantly think that we're scroungers, dirty, gonna leave a load of mess, we're gonna poo in a bucket and throw it in a bush, and all this kind of thing. We're freeloading, you know, we don't care about the area, and we're just like somehow destroying everything, which isn't, it's not the case, you know. I think for instance, I know all vans are different, all layouts are different. Every van life I've ever met has been very respectable, very clean and tidy. I've never ever seen anybody dump poo into a bush. And I say this all the time, never seen it. I've never seen anybody throw rubbish out onto the ground or anything like that. So I don't know where people get this from. Just address one thing first. Let's address these things one at a time. First thing is, living in a van is not freeloading. It costs money to live in a van. And I've said this before. We pay our road tax, we pay our MOTs, our insurance, we have to buy food, we pay VAT on everything we buy. We both work, and a lot of people live in vans work, right? How else are you going to get any money? We pay income tax as well. I have a fixed address, most van lifers have to have a fixed address, council tax is paid on that address. So it's the only thing that we're saving money on, should I say, is rent. And that's just a privilege that you get if you pay rent. You live in a house or live in a flat, you have a bigger space, and you pay your council taxes, and you have your sewage plumbed into your house and your bins collected from your front door, all that kind of thing. And what I've also said in other videos as well, especially this setup, we generate our own electricity, which is green. We're not plugged into the grid all through the summer. We don't have to. We're just generating our own power. We're not costing the government. It's not impacting the environment or anything like that. We don't use any gas in this van, only the little tiny gas cooker, which takes the little canisters. We're getting rid of that soon anyway, because we're going to upgrade our battery, so we're going to be completely electric in here. So we're not even using any gas. This is the first thing I want to say, is like, just because you live in a van doesn't mean you're not freeloading, and you're not impacting the local councils wherever you're parked up. It's not costing anybody any more money. Now I agree, when people stay for extended periods of time, or caravans, and they're there for years or months or years, whatever, then yeah, that's a bit different. But if you're just travelling around and I come and park in a road near your house or someone's house, whatever, and I stay a day or two, then I go off, I'm not affecting the environment, I'm not costing the council any more money or anything, nothing at all. Sorry, there's loads of steam coming up, so I've just put hot water, I'm doing the washing up. I'm talking to you while I'm doing the van work. And when we're visiting places, we're spending money in the towns. So we're going park, say in Arundel, for instance, which a lot of you know we used to, not so much now, excuse me. We would go in the town and use the shops, and use the bars, use the cafes, stuff like that. I'm currently at Port Solent, which is a free park up, and we've booked in here for a couple of nights for free, but we've gone to Wetherspoons, I'm going to come on to that as well, gone to Wetherspoons and spent money there, and we will do the same today probably, and then we'll go off and go somewhere else and spend money elsewhere. So, and this is the same with most van lifers that travel around like that. That's what you're doing. You're going from place to place and you're spending your money. And a lot of times you're paying to park as well. If you have to pay for the day, a lot of times I've had to do that as well and pay to park. Now, as far as the parking bans and restrictions go, I can understand it, but wouldn't it be a better thing if they just did like 24 hours maximum parking, no return within so long, or 48 hours maximum, no return within so long for motorhomes and caravans? Because most people don't want to stay that long anyway. If they're just visiting a place, then they're going to visit, enjoy the place, and then move on. Maybe that's a better thing to do, perhaps? Okay, so this brings me on to another thing. Look, I think what's happening at the moment is it's becoming like an us and them situation. What I mean by that is van lifers against house lifers or local communities. And what's happened recently, and what I've been witnessing and been part of as well, is some people are literally telling lies anyway. And I'll put it up on the screen if I can find it. I think I can. A message where we parked, and I'm going to paraphrase, but I'll put it up, and it said along the lines of, there's 4/5 vans in this road. Is it 4 or 5? I don't know if, surely you can count, but, it's 4/5 vans in this road, and there's always trash down there, which is an absolute lie. There's no trash down there. When we first parked there, because we had to find an alternative place to park, because the main place where we used to park was taken away, Mill Road, right? We parked down there, so this is alright, it's right out the way, we're opposite a field, the houses are right over there, we're not in anyone's way, brilliant. But there was a load of trash there, and it was builder's rubbish that was all dumped in the bush, and I think I did video some of it, and then the council came and took it away. It was nothing to do with van lifers. This is like something completely different. And there has been a few vans parking down there, and we've parked there and then stayed a night, maybe 2, and then moved on, and then come back and then moved somewhere else. So we're coming and going. We're not leaving any trash. We're not in front of people's windows. We're not blocking the junction like somebody said. They're blocking the junction. No, we're not. So like, people are putting this up on social media, and people are reading it and believing it, and the councils read it and believe it, right? And the thing is what I'm saying is that I don't blame people for having this opinion of people that live in vans. I mean, if they took the time to come over and knock on the door, or just come over and say hello and talk to us, they'd get to know that we're just like them, really. We're just people going about our business, and we are self-contained and clean and tidy. But I think people need educating on what it means to live in a van, and what these vans are capable of, especially modern day. I mean, the facilities that we have, especially in here, this is a fully functional motorhome. It's basically a tiny home that generates its own power and has a working shower, working toilet and everything. We don't need to dump, we don't need to poo in a bucket and dump it in the bush. Not that I've ever seen it, and I don't believe that people generally do that. Although I have said in previous videos, somebody did come and pee right outside our van, who was in a car, peed behind a tree and left it stinking a pee. That I have seen. And I know that people choose to live in vans for whatever reason. People are living in vans, and they are vast. But you know, at the end of the day, it's still human beings in those vans. And when you're like, I don't know, it's like this, I don't know, pitchfork mentality, you know, when you're like going places and you're like, you're not welcome here, you can't, we don't want you here, that kind of attitude, it messes with your anxiety a bit, you know? And I know people give it the whole, yeah, but we pay council tax, this is our community, this is our town, this is our road. No, it's not. It's not your road, it's not your town. it's a completely public area, you know, that, so, you know, I pay council tax in a certain town where my fixed address is, doesn't mean I've got to stay in that town. I'm free to move around the country and visit different areas of the country. And there is no law against living in a vehicle or sleeping in a vehicle. None. What I'm trying to say is, van lifers are not freeloaders. People need to understand that. I'm probably going to get loads of flack for this video, but do you know what? I'm past the point of caring, because people don't care whether they upset me or not. So, and there was another really disturbing thing that came up on, it was on a Facebook post the other day, and it's literally about where we're parked right now. And I won't keep it secret, because it's not secret, it's Port Solent. You can come here, and you just ring security, you book in your van, and you can park here for free. People use it a lot for when they're waiting for their ferry, because the ferry port's near here, for when they're going abroad and travelling and stuff. That other people use it like we do. We come here for a night or two, might bring our granddaughter, might not. If we fancy going out for a meal and having a drink, we go, oh, let's go to Port Solent, because we know we can park, we can go over and have a meal, and we can have a drink and not worry about it. It's not free technically, because you're paying to go and use the facilities, and they get it here. It's bringing in customers, right? But it was about this place here, and somebody was obviously had just discovered it and were like, oh, it's brilliant, you know, I'm parked here, I've gone to Wetherspoons for dinner, and I've gone to Harvester for breakfast. And a few people put on there, I'd rather eat out of a bin than eat at Wetherspoons. Well, that's okay, well, that's your personal choice, but you know, and you must have a strong stomach, you know, which is, I thought that was a bit rude. And another person said, why don't you sell the motorhome, book into a Premier Inn and do the hat trick? You know, also rude. You know, the guy was just excited about discovering this place, and he came over here and enjoyed it, and he showed a picture of his van parked up and all that kind of thing. And this is what I'm getting at. It's like people just have this, I know everyone's entitled to their opinions, but it's just like, come on, man, innit? It's just like, you know. Anyway, what I'm saying is, I think since doing van life, it's been 2 years for us now, constantly on the road. We don't have a house to go back to or anything like that. It's been a real eye-opener, It just makes you want to just go and live in a cabin in the woods away from everyone. It really does. I'm not gonna lie, it's getting me down. It is. But we're gonna carry on because we do enjoy this lifestyle, and it is our choice, and we're not freeloading, and we're not causing damage to the environment. We're not like disrupting communities or anything like that. We're just travelling around, working, paying our taxes like everybody else. You know, it's just like people just, I think they just, I don't blame, this is what I'm saying, I don't blame people. Anyway, I expect a lot of flack for this one, and let me know what you think in the comments. I know you will. But as I said, we're not doing much at the moment because Tracy's ill, but we are going to Weymouth next week, I think, so hopefully Tracy will be a bit better, and we can vlog some of that and show you that. Pretty good park up actually for a whole week. And anyway, God bless you, please be nice to each other, and see you in the next one.
We'll ride these roads forever, side by side we'll chase the sweetest moments whispered in our little space, with laughter and loving every turn we take. This thing called amazing race, no chance we'll break.